Hey foodies, welcome to Cooking Shooking. As you guys decided you wanted to watch the atta cake recipe first, so here we have it, a delicious atta cake recipe to make. We're going to flavor it with a little bit of cocoa powder, not going to add any refined flour or refined sugar, all natural, high on fiber, high on calcium, high on health. A perfect tea cake recipe to make in fact, so why not start making it now? The process is very simple. We're going to begin by preheating a cooker to bake this cake inside it. So 1.5 cups of salt goes in, a wire stand and a perforated plate. You know the drill. Now we're going to cover this and preheat this for about 10 minutes or so, or while we make the batter. You can also bake this inside a oven if you want to. Just preheat it for about 10 minutes. We're also going to use a 18cm cake tin. You can also use a utensil of similar size, and we're going to prepare it by greasing it. Let's begin making the batter now. We're going to take about 300 grams of seedless dates and we're going to add this to a food processor or a blender. You can also reduce the dates amount to about 175 grams if you want to, or increase up to 350 grams if you want to. I'm going to pulse this until it is chopped. You can also use a knife and a chopping board to chop these dates finely if you want to. I just find it gets a little messy chopping so much dates, so I'm going to just use this machine to make the batter all together. Now that the dates are chopped, I'm going to take out all the dates and I'm going to begin making the batter now. Here I have 1 1/3 cup of atta or whole wheat flour, 1 teaspoon of baking powder and 1 teaspoon of baking soda. I'm going to add this in. Also going to add in 1/4 cup of butter. Now it's time to blitz this until it resembles like breadcrumbs. Alternatively, you can also take this both in a bowl and rub them together like we do mon, or like you make pastry dough. So just going to rub the butter with the flour. It's going to be perfect that way as well. Click the card to vote what you would like to see in the coming days. That really helps us prioritize the recipes as per your preferences. Now I'm going to add in about 2 tablespoons of stevia to this. This is totally optional. I'm just adding this because this really helps us increase the sweetness in this cake, as in it gives a little bit of bitterness and that really helps us spike up the sweetness in this cake. Totally optional. I'm using green stevia right now, which is more healthier than the refined chemical bleached white stevia. Now I'm going to close the food processor and give this a good mix. You can also use a bowl and a whisk to make this cake batter from here. I'm just going to use this machine, one utensil you see. Now while mixing this, I'm going to add in about 1.5 cups of milk to this and a little bit of vanilla added to the milk. So that milk and vanilla mixture goes in little at a time, and we're going to make sure to get a smooth batter. Looks great. Now I'm going to add in the chopped up dates to this and give this a good mix around. Remember the cake tin we greased earlier? We're going to pour this batter into that cake tin now. Now I'm going to top the cake with pistachios. You can also use walnuts, cashews, raisins, any dry fruit you want, or you can totally skip this step. Time to bake it. Let's do it. The cake tin goes inside the preheated cooker for about 40 minutes in medium flame. We're going to check after 35 minutes if it's done or not and increase the time thereafter. "42 minutes up and it's clear." Now we have to take it out and let it cool completely. It might take a couple of hours, like 2 or 3 hours, to let it cool completely. Ready it is. Transfer the cake from the cake tin and let's slice up, shall we? Making an atta cake is that easy. Now why don't you try it and share a virtual treat with me? The cake is irresistibly delicious. One literally cannot judge if there is any white sugar or refined sugar added or not, and I agree on the fact there is a lot of sugar added to this recipe in the name of dates and stevia, but that's natural and non-refined. You can definitely decrease the amount of dates and stevia if you want to. Stevia is totally optional, and you can reduce down the amount of dates into the recipe. You can replace the stevia with a dash of salt into the recipe, and that shall really help elevate the sweetness factor like the stevia does for me. I got you glued so far into the video. Chances are you liked it, so why not give it a thumbs up and make me happy. Keep cooking, stay fantastic, and take care. Bye.